Hi. It's been a while. Like a lot. Oof. I even made fucking notes. Let's see. What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Parker Performance YouTube channel. This video right here, it's a little uncommon for me to be making after 2 months of not posting on our YouTube channel. A lot has happened and undergone since you guys saw from us on YouTube. It's been a rough couple of months, to say the least. Well, actually, let me get into it. Obviously, we've been here at work, here at the shop. The last thing I posted on YouTube was like 2 months ago, and it was the RTR being signed and officially badged by Von Kent Jr. at FD Orlando. But let me take you back real quick to the Myrtle Beach trip. So the Myrtle Beach trip was, I think it was the beginning of September, was Mustang Week. Anyway, we decided to go to Mustang Week 2021. It was a great time out there. Unfortunately, I think we were only able to make it out there 2 days for the shows. It was Friday and Saturday. Let's go back in there and I'll keep talking to y'all. What up? Chill. I want to give a really special thanks and shout out to Mantic Clutch. Mantic Clutch USA is actually helping us in sponsoring the vehicle and sponsoring Ratchet with a twin disc clutch. We just got word today. We just got word today that the flywheels for the EcoBoost Mustang are in stock, baby. So I'm really excited. Parker's alive and well, thankfully. But obviously, this entire update video is based on our entire September month and everything that happened during Mustang Week and whatnot. Sorry, Parker's being...
Sorry, I didn't have a job to do.
Dude, Mustang Week was phenomenal, honestly. As an event, it's probably the biggest Mustang event that I've ever been to, followed by Ponies in the Smokies.
For sure.
We get to Myrtle Beach. It's probably like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock.
Oh, so you're not going to tell them about the time when the RTR ran out of gas? When the fuel stopped working?
No, that's after.
Nah, we're on the way up.
Stop. Some mistakes were made. Some mistakes were definitely made.
Everybody else's car takes priority. So then when it's time for us to go do an event or go to something, it's like, oh, we haven't done blah, 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 blah on my car. Every time we go to an event. That's gotta stop, by the way.
We get there and we see that LaGraff takes a turn to go into what we thought was the hotel parking lot. And our homeboy literally splits his splitter in half. He's got an extended splitter like I do with the rods and gone, like snapped in half kind of thing. Parker sees that and says, well, I'm not going that way. And he decides to go around towards the back end of the parking lot.
You know, my infinite wisdom.
Only to find out that it looked better, but it was worse. That was a little worse than we expected. Anyway, we get there, we see the damage, we just park the cars, we go upstairs, have a good time. So this is Monday night, literally the night that we get there. We go to dinner, we come back, we stay up. I mean, we're having a good time, we're playing video games, we're just enjoying our time after driving almost 10 hours and then having those entire headaches of the fuel, of the wheel that almost popped off, of both cars with broken splitters, getting there, tired, all that stuff. Around like 3 o'clock in the morning, this is already Tuesday morning, call it, Parker has the stroke. Literally, 3, 4 in the morning, Parker has a stroke. He goes to throw up, calls his wife and says, hey, I need you to be here. with me because I don't feel good. I honestly feel like I'm gonna pass out. The next thing he knows is after he's throwing up or in the middle of throwing up, he just passes out. Like he's out. And his wife is literally there holding him and literally screaming Hail Mary to wake everyone up. No one hears anything. Everybody's knocked out. All the rooms are far away. Like there's nothing, absolutely nothing. JP wakes up. He doesn't really know that he passed out. His wife told him, said, you just passed out. So if you guys didn't know, Parker has had this situation happen before from an invasive vagal.
Invasive
vagal syndrome. Tuesday morning comes up and Parker's not feeling well, but he's awake, like he's up. He feels weak, but he's up. He's awake. He's walking. He's talking. He's just not feeling well. He didn't spend a good night. He threw up his food. All of this is us literally saying, "Oh yeah, well, just food poisoning." You know, he ate a lot. We did eat a lot, and
we did trash talk the server.
We did trash talk the server, and he probably fucking laced your shit, bro.
Happens.
So this is Tuesday morning. Parker comes out and talks to us and says, "Man, I feel really tired. I feel this. I feel that. I had this happen last night." But again, I mean, it's Parker. You know, who the is gonna think, "Oh, dude, you had a stroke," or do you feel the left side of your body, or do you? Sorry, nothing at all. I remember this vividly, that Parker was trying to literally drink a water. He was grabbing it with his left hand, which now we call the stroke hand, and it just fell. He had a stroke, and he could barely feel the entire left side of his body. What were you thinking there?
At that time, I wasn't even really aware that I couldn't feel the whole left side of my body yet. It was really just that I couldn't get my brain to tell my body to do the things I wanted it to do. You know, like I couldn't squeeze the water tight enough to not have it fall.
Your toothpaste thing, right?
I couldn't hold the tooth, so I started with trying to hold the toothbrush with my left hand and using my right hand to put the toothpaste on, and I dropped the toothpaste. So then I switched. I'm like, well, let me just use my left hand to do the toothpaste. And so then trying to change my shirt, I couldn't get my shirt off. And then trying to get my new shirt on, I couldn't get my hand into the shirt and like into where I want it.
So to have a better understanding of what's going on, like Parker's awake and walking and talking and not 100%. You could literally tell that there's something. You know, he said, okay, well, I gotta go to the hospital, so I either drive myself or someone needs to drive me, but he needs to go now.
So it was a little bit longer than that,
yeah.
But it was long enough for them to identify that they couldn't help me and they needed to get me to a real hospital.
Then he got transferred to the second hospital when they realized that there was nothing that they could possibly do there. They needed to find a specialty hospital, if you want to call it that. And he gets transferred to the second hospital. I go back to the hotel and let everybody know what's going on. Ooh, nice, just in time. I let everybody know what's going on. Now everybody's in between freaking out and asking themselves, what the hell are we gonna do? How is this happening? This is the moment where everybody just literally starts to freak out because it's confirmed. It's kind of like, yeah, there's something wrong. There's something heavily wrong. And are we late? Are we late? I don't know.
Right.
Friday day. And then the next day, that was Saturday, that's when you were able to actually go.
Yep, that sounds right. For me to go through all the things that I went through to get to that event, to endure the things that I've endured. By this time, you know, I'd already had the heart attack and the stroke and all this stuff had happened. We'd spent thousands of dollars to go, and we'd spent thousands of dollars getting the car wrapped. And I know that while people want to see me, yes, I agree with that some, but I feel like the car is more what people want to see. Like, they'll communicate with me and talk to me and all that stuff, but people who don't know me are gonna want to see the car. And there's people who come to Mustang Week to see the outlandish cars, and,
right,
and they want to be wowed and surprised and those kinds of things. And so the
camera overheated apparently.
Did it really?
Yeah, it did, and it literally cut Parker in the middle of everything. Anyway, that's an idea of what went down during Mustang Week. It's a vague idea, but we went into pretty good details for y'all. Anyway, present day, we have a lift. We've been working on that lift for about two weeks now. Okay, final updates for this video. That way you guys can go do your thing. RTR. After we wrapped the RTR and we and Parker messed up the front chin spoiler and the bumper, we brought it back. Let me show you guys the RTR right now. Guys, I know it's a sad day in the kingdom. I know. I'm so sorry that you guys are seeing this. So the entire bottom half of the bumper actually literally split off, and that's the reason why we had to get a new bumper. Now this is a little bit of a challenge because now we have to get some body work to transfer that side of the fenders to the new one, and then this entire thing needs to be redone by V-Square. So yeah, this is okay-ish. Just needs a clutch and then some E85 to go fast again, so we should be fine. Anyway, I'm grateful, thankful. Parker went out to get some food. He actually didn't know that I was making this this update video, but at the same time, I like doing things when I'm in the moment and I'm feeling them. If I'm feeling them, I'm in the moment, I'm making the video. So I caught him a little bit off guard, and obviously the camera went overheated and whatnot. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you on the very next one. Go check out Zorby and his channel, and go buy some oil. Jesus, you guys probably need oil. Like, when's the last time you guys had an oil change? Realistically, like, let's be real. And that cabin air filter needs to, yeah, you need to fix that. Bye, boo. That is so loud, bro.